In my opinion, this Kalonzo and Rigathi group should not be taken lightly. I say this because these guys have achieved an almost perfect formation that could send Ruto home come 2027. And in this video, I'll tell you some of the reasons why that's the case. And with no further ado, let's get after it. First reason why I find the current opposition group to be lethal is because they are yet to lose a political debate on any issue. With the latest one touching on ODM, where ODM lied that DCP and Wiper are the ones propagating lies about Raila's health. In fact, I would dare say, or bet for that matter, that ODM wished they kept quiet. Because here's what Riggy-G had to say in response to their obvious lie.
Sasa nimeona jana hii watu ya ODM wakileta upuzi. Ati hiyo mzee yao ako na matatizo. Ati wanataka kuwekelea Kalonzo na mimi. Kalonzo ni bakteria. Yeah, ni virus. Sasa maneno ya ugonjwa Kalonzo na mimi tunaingilia wapi? Sisi tunatakia hiyo mzee mema. Tunataka wakuwe pamoja na Ruto, tuwafukuze pamoja kwa debe 2027. Harambe! Harambe!
I mean, what response could ODM possibly give as a rebuttal? The correct answer is none. More often than not, there's nothing anyone can add after Gachagua has spoken. It's 10-0 so far. Second reason why the current opposition group is lethal to Kasongo is because of efficiency through zoning. You see, if Ruto wants to do a rally in Kitale, he'll have to move 50 vehicles, he must have the state lodge prepared, he must also have a project or two to launch so that one can say it wasn't a wasted trip. But for the opposition, things are quite easy. Each leader has his own area to cover. For instance, Natembeya only campaigns in Western, Kalonzo in Ukambani, Riggy-G in Mlima Kenya, Mohamed Ali soon to start in Mombasa, but I'll tell you more about that in the What in the World segment. But for Ruto, he's only one man and he has to be everywhere all the time. He has to zigzag around the country. And at long last, I believe he'll come out empty-handed. Because he has no real representatives. Who can you pinpoint as Ruto's point person in Western Kenya? Is it Wetangula or Mudavadi? They're of no use to him because they're tied down with their day-to-day jobs. One is in the National Assembly saying order, order. The other one is moving around the world as the CS of Foreign Affairs and entertaining dignitaries who come our way. So he has no point person in Western Kenya. He has no point person in Ukambani. He's looking at Alfred Mutua, who is busy doing his job. Ayuko kwa ground. That is where Ruto is going to have a major problem. The opposition have managed zoning with efficiency. They use very little money because the ground they cover is very little, but everybody has their jurisdiction. Number 3, we've seen in the past that even the national government and state house for that matter can struggle in terms of finances, and they usually rely on county governments like Nairobi to give them kickbacks here and there. And I actually believe that's what could be happening under Sakaja, which is why Ruto and Raila are very happy to endorse Sakaja once again. But come 2027, this blatant eating and looting and kickbacks will come to an end because the opposition finally have a talisman that they can use to secure Nairobi. And that talisman is none other than Babu Owino. In fact, just check out this image. So UDA, ODM, mkule zenu za mwisho hapa Nairobi, past 2027 will have a competent governor who does not condone eating. Now having said that, let's see what Kenyans on X had to say in response to Gachagua roasting ODM and Raila for his fake sickness. And I quote, Mzanzi Mzilikazi said, "We finya hizo ngombe za ODM kabisa." Samson Kimani said, "Kamba Kiariji hukuwa fire si fire." Edu said, "Riggy-G ni moto wa kuotea mbali. He will embarrass you and undress you. Riggy-G 5, ODM 0. Morio Azenza didn't say much, but he did post this image of Uhuru Kenyatta laughing his guts out. Chris Mungoma said, "Riggy-G's one-liners have no rebuttal." That confirms what I've been saying all along. On each and every single issue that has sprung up, the government has come up short in explaining themselves to Kenyans. Whether it is RSF, whether it is the fertilizer scandal, whether it is the gold scam, whether it is the issue of ODM, blaming even Raila's own sickness on Wiper and DCP, on each and every single one of those issues, they have come up short. So the only path for these guys come 2027 ni wizi. Hakuna njia ingine. A clean and fair election, there is no way that Ruto and company are going to cruise through and retain the presidency. And I suspect they knew this all along, which is why they changed the law. Now it is no longer a requirement that the sitting president has to go to Kasarani to hand over the sword in that ceremony. Hand over the sword, hand over the constitution, do the final guard of honor, and leave with a much smaller convoy than the one you came in with, because now you're no longer president. They're doing that to save Ruto the embarrassment, so that if he loses, hakuna haja aende pale Kasarani. Ile kitu inaendelea Kasarani itaendelea with or without him. He can just stay home, turn off the TV, TV and focus on other things to relieve stress. But anywho, that's just my opinion, guys. Do let me know your own comments in the comment section below. Do you think the opposition currently has an upper hand, or are they the ones pulling in last? Just drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And with that, here's today's ad of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. Now, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really, really need to subscribe to. All right, guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.